MBTA has been getting a lot of attention, and much of it has to do with the over-budget Green Line extension project. The MBTA Fiscal and Management Control Board and the Department of Transportation Board met last week to hear its status reports and consider the options going forward. Our news director, Heather Avison, was there.
It was standing room only as Department of Transportation Secretary Stephanie Pollock outlined the three options for the GLX being considered.
So the first option is to build the project as currently designed and delivered and use Commonwealth funds to fund any available cost overruns. The second option that we said would be on the table and would remain on the table until such time as we had a path forward would be to cancel the project. The third option would be to substantially reduce the costs and fiscal impact of the Green Line extension through a combination of redesign, re-procurement or modification of the existing procurement, and seeking additional funding from non-Commonwealth sources.
After listening to public comment and hearing impact reports, the board voted to take only one option off the table, proceeding under current conditions. With canceling the project still in the mix, board members sought to reassure the public.
And we're not against GLX at all. We just have an obligation to make sure that that if we do approve it, that it's approved in the right way, and that we're not facing another $380 million that isn't producing what you put the task on us to do, which is to produce a project that is of value to you. So we take that seriously. Nobody up here doesn't, including me. And we're going to continue on to make sure that this thing's done and it's done correctly.
So I would say, in terms of this specific project, from where I sit, it needs a significant dose of tough love. And by that I mean affection for the project, but discipline. I'm hopeful that we can straighten out the GLX piece in a way that will be positive for our Commonwealth, and I'm hopeful that that will be incorporated into our overall transportation agenda.
The board did vote to transfer financial control from the MBTA to the Fiscal Control Board for the next 90 days.
So the concern has been expressed while we're trying to sort all this out. Shouldn't there be a kind of pause so that unless they come back to the control board, no decisions can be made, no more money can be spent, no more contracts can be let. So the purpose of the motion that was just seconded is to basically take that power back from the MBTA, leave it in the hands of the control board for a 90-day period during which you guys would then have the breathing space to sort out a lot of very difficult issues that you heard about today.
A revised bidding process, as well as possible design and service cutbacks, are being looked at. One key to moving the project forward seems to be increased financial support from stakeholders.
There's currently, under state law, no specific legal mechanism for collecting money from private owners who benefit from infrastructure projects and using that money for the project. So the only mechanism we really have at this point would be voluntary contributions that would be made in a form that was enough of a legal commitment that we could actually count on it and that we could put it in our finance plan. We have serious offers from both city manager of the city of Cambridge and Mayor Somerville to work with us, with those communities and with developers.
Secretary Pollock and her team, the governor's team, have been very transparent, engaging with us. They're looking for ideas, they're trying to be creative. So for some people, it seems there's a lot of stuff out there to consider. Well, we want them to consider a lot of things. We want to build the best Green Line project, extension project, while being fiscally responsible. And I feel really confident that this will serve as a model of how we approach and tackle complex problems. And it's so important as we think about the other transportation investments we need for the Commonwealth. So again, a lot of it, this has been a collaborative process. I expect it to be so as we move forward.
After the public meeting, members went into executive session to continue discussions. The next day, 4 current contractors were out. Project manager, HDR Gilbane, builder, White Skanska Kiewit, estimator, Stanton Constructability, and designer, AECOM, HNTB, will no longer be involved. For Somerville Neighborhood News, I'm Heather Avison.
Many of the current GLX construction projects are wrapping up ahead of the winter season, giving the boards a little breathing room as they consider all the options.